Shout out to Jamie Jenkins, man. Just launched his new journal line and website, helloblackman.com. Hello, black man. Hey, I myself am a black man. Are you a black man as well? Even if you're not. Are you a black woman? Are you a white woman, a white man, an Asian woman, a Latino man, a Latino woman, an Indian man, an Indian woman, a Native American man, a Native American woman? So many different men and women, but we talking about that black man right now. Helloblackman.com, man. Make sure y'all pull up to the website and check it out, man. Congrats to Jamie Jenkins on the launch of your journal line, man. Hello, blackman.com. It's like I ain't got a tie, but makes you feel like you got a tie. Because when you got a tie on, that's when you're a journalist. All right, man.
So that was our dear friend Tony Baker out in LA, because we are nationwide, coast to coast. We all down in Australia. We got friends in Florida, we got people in New York,
Sacramento,
Chicago, Sacramento,
this is gonna be funny in a minute.
But you know what? Alabama, we don't. Do you know anybody in Alabama?
I don't know.
I don't know nobody in Alabama. So,
Nick Saban.
I can understand.
I know Nick Saban.
Yeah, you and him, y'all hung out one time.
Right.
Yeah. So, anyways, tonight, guys, we are back with a fun episode for y'all. Like normally, we just on here shooting the. I can't. I'm gonna try. They say I be saying bad words too much.
No, what you mean? They say.
Either
they can roll the
we
tape
out
back
here
and you saying
just talking
or not.
We out here chatting it up. Okay, it's Sunday, the day that the Lord has made. Lord me glad and rejoice in it. Okay, we have a special guest tonight, guys. I think this is going to be a fun episode.
Oh yeah.
We did not ask him how to pronounce his name, but he did put on the job form that it was Marc Raby. So I'm hoping that is correct. Mm-hmm. And he is bringing to Jackson a stage play.
Love it.
Y'all know how y'all like plays and stuff.
Oh yeah. Come out.
You went to support Tyler Perry. Y'all gonna come out and support Marc Raby. Okay.
That's right.
We going to the Alamo. Let's get dressed up.
We're gonna fill it up.
Pack it out.
Wear your Sunday clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Your Sunday best.
Don't come out because they're gonna be taking pictures still. Don't have Jacktown looking crazy when the man put the pictures out there. They're like, well, I ain't know.
When he do the red carpet, the 360 booth and stuff.
And you out there in jogging scene.
And we out there promoting it. We don't know if he got none of this stuff, but you know what? We claiming it. We calling it into existence.
Hello.
It's April the 22nd. We're gonna tell y'all all the information. But right now, we're going to introduce some of y'all. And some of y'all may know him because we know we got a few fans in Alabama. Mr. Marc Raby. Welcome to the show, Mr. Raby. How are you?
Hey, I'm just glad to be on this nationally syndicated show.
Hello, somebody. Hello,
when you got fans and supporters all the way down in Florida, and so I'm a cat that know you're in Alabama. I can't get
credit. We now in Alabama. We are now in Alabama.
You are our Alabama plug.
We are syndicated.
That's right. And you definitely deserve to be, because like I said before, it looks good. Y'all sound good. The energy is amazing. I'm blessed to be on the show. So thank you for having me.
We are the ones who are blessed to have you. We want you, though, to introduce yourself formally to our audience and tell them, who you are, what you got coming up.
Sure. Well, the first thing is I had on glasses a minute ago, y'all, but this glare is wearing me out. So I'm squinting real hard. It's just because I can't see it.
Look, I keep mine right here by me. Don't be bad. You got to turn your head a little bit so that the glare won't be on there.
Oh,
yeah.
Why you didn't tell me that in the pre-show?
You ain't asked me.
It's because I didn't say the national thing.
I thought you were used to. I thought you had to do this all the time.
Hey, she was holding back. She was holding back.
Okay. All right.
I got you, new friend.
So listen, my name is Marc Raby. I am a playwright and the founder and artistic director of Encore Theater in Birmingham, Alabama, Birmingham's only African-American owned and operated theater. In fact, we're celebrating 5 years this year, and we're excited because we're just doing some new things. And one of those things is we just launched a wonderful show called Ladies Night, right here at the theater. It was wonderfully received. I've got some great friends over there in Jackson. In fact, ironically, we had some Jackson natives sitting in the audience at the show, and they were like, "You got to bring this to Jackson." And I told them I was way ahead of them and that it was already in the works. And then you guys came along, and I love it when a plan comes together. So, like you said, yeah, we're going to bring a backdrop and, maybe the 360 booth. I don't know if I should, confirm or deny. Some people are scared
Well,
to
we
go to
know
events.
people. Just know that we can hook you up with some people.
You can hook. Hey, say no more. Say no more.
Less.
Say less.
And so we're excited, man. We're excited about coming over to. I was in Jackson for a while several years ago. I've got some really good friends over there. One of my favorite places to go over there is Johnny T's restaurant, which is just up the block from the Alamo. So, I just want to go grab me some shrimp and grits while I'm there. So,
Oh yeah. A must. A must.
And so I'm coming over to Jackson to bring Ladies Night, which is a really, really fun show filled with really, really wonderful people. And I'm just hoping that Jackson will come out and support it. It's one of those situations, right? Well, we weren't quite so sure how to bring a show of this nature to the market and successfully put it up in a venue that's so small, right? Because I think the Alamo seats maybe like 500 seats or something like that.
Something like that.
And so the avenues that we've used to get the word out have really been beautifully word of mouth. It's just the wonderful folks in Jackson telling somebody who telling somebody. And before long, I hope that all that telling fills all 500 seats. Yes. I guarantee you we coming to give you a show because it's just what I've been doing for a really long time. I got it down to a science, I think.
Okay.
We'll let y'all be the judge when we get there.
We're going to see. And we also, we want to sponsor a couple of tickets for you because, what are we without networking? So you got some people out there who catch the show, who catch it on replay. Just know that we want you.
Well, you got plenty of people who catch the show now because you nationally.
Well, nationally. It ain't Jackson kind of, they may not tap you like the rest of the world.
I didn't want nobody to hear you and get it twisted.
No, it's
nationally syndicated.
So listen, tell us about you as a person. Tell us where you were born and raised and how did you get into that?
Sure, absolutely. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I am the parent to 3 amazing daughters. One that graduates in a few weeks from Miles College. Another one that is majoring in political science at Tuskegee University.
Poli-sci.
She's going to be real happy.
Okay. Uh-oh.
To see you do that. She's gonna be real happy. I'm not sure what happened to the connection there, y'all. But yeah, and then my little one who is about to turn 13, going on 30. And so as you can imagine, I've got a lot of content to pull from in a house full of girls. Right?
Oh yes. Absolutely.
And so I've been producing theater for this year. I think it's 27 years. I'm sorry, doing theater for 27 years. I've been on somebody's stage since I was like 9. And it got to a point where I was finding that there wasn't very much work for folks like me in the South. And so I decided to create the work. And so the beautiful thing about what we're doing over here at Encore is not every show that we produce, in fact, very few of them are what you consider urban productions. For example, we recently did Still Magnolias with an all-black cast, and I'm sure if you're familiar with the movie, it's a lily white production, right? Then there is a show called The Dearly Departed that's also typically done with a white cast, that in our last season we did with an all-black cast. So we're just shaking the table a little bit.
Hey, shake the table.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to make it clear to our patrons and our city and even the southeastern region that Black people are not a monolith. We don't all like the same thing. We don't all listen to the same thing. We don't all have the same taste. And the beautiful thing is that God has given me the ability to take the Encore and use it as a means to communicate to the various degrees of who we are as a people.
Mhm.
Sometimes we want drama, sometimes we want comedy, sometimes we want series. Not everybody likes musicals. Not every black patron is a fan of urban theater, but we
Mhm.
make sure that we keep the calendar so diverse
Mhm.
that we're one way or another, we're gonna get the art to you,
We
right?
got you.
So
Like,
Mhm.
yeah, we got
so
something
that's
for
what we're
you.
doing, man. That's what we're doing. And Ladies Night just happens to be one of those shows that it's fun, it's infused with a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of R&B, a little bit of eye candy for the ladies. Some gorgeous women in the show, and they are all uber talented. And so it's kind of a melting pot, right, of
Mhm.
all the things that we hope will draw folks to come out and enjoy the show. You know,
Mhm.
one of the
Mhm.
cool things about this show is it has a live DJ that mixes the show live on stage during the show for most of the show. And so you
Wow.
might hear everything from Regulator to Monica,
Got it.
on the show. So it really is an experience. Yeah, I'll say that. This is an
I like it.
experience.
That's dope, man. That
I
is
like
so dope.
You are definitely the epitome of if they don't invite you to the table, make
Hey,
the table.
hey,
Make the table,
hey.
That
creative.
way
And
you
then,
can say
and
we
then
building one.
I don't get an attitude when I don't get invited to the table because I find joy in crossing my legs and sitting on the floor. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? Like where
Mhm.
I'm gonna eat wherever I am. That's the
Hey,
beautiful
that
thing
part.
about it. So I don't necessarily need the table.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And besides, usually the things that they're trying to serve us as a community on the table, we don't want to eat in the first place. So
Hello,
No.
hello, somebody.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Don't
Hello,
start that
light.
now. Move on. Move on. Don't.
Okay. 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 So, and, you made a very valid point about how we as a culture, we are very diverse. We listen to so much. We
Mhm.
create so much. We are basically the creators of most, music and most talent, So tell us about what you like best. Like, what are some genres? What are some things that you like more than other things?
Everything. I like everything. I
You like
literally, I very seldomly get the opportunity to go on stage. I started on stage, and every now and then I get to go back on stage. And I just closed the show yesterday that I've been on since February with children's theater, right?
Mhm.
Playing a zookeeper. Right.
Ooh.
And then a few months before that, was doing a show called Skeleton Crew. By Dominique Mauricio, a show about a plant, auto plant in disarray, and I'm playing the supervisor, in that show, which is a really intense thing. What I like is anything that speaks truth
Mhm.
about our people,
Yeah.
anything that is honest representation of
Mhm.
our people. That's what I'm in love with. I'm in love
Mhm.
with authentic, honest stories about our people. And so
Man,
for me, I'm with it all day long. Whatever it is, as long as it's telling the truth.
I
Hey,
like it.
that part.
I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
What
yeah.
shows did you grow up watching?
Oh my gosh, everything from the Jeffersons to I Love Lucy, even All in the Family on what was it, Nick at Night, and
Yeah.
those really, and the reason why I reference those is because those are probably the grandmothers and the granddaddies of most of the sitcoms that we often hear about.
Facts.
Even when it comes down to Martin
Mhm.
and we talk about Living Single, all those are birthed from folks like Marla Gibbs giving it to George
Mhm.
Jefferson, sticking it
Mhm.
to him.
Yes.
And so I think I've watched it all. And to be honest, some of that timing from those television shows, you're probably gonna see in Ladies Night in one way or another,
Okay. Okay.
because there's no will to reinvent,
Yes.
right? But
That's
I
fair.
promise you that the jokes will be authentic. You
Mhm.
won't feel like I heard that before,
Yeah.
I just saw that in the other play,
Right.
and hopefully you won't say that's corny or that's cheesy, because nah, we cut up just a little bit,
Okay.
just a little bit. We're coming over to Jackson with full set
Mhm.
and full cast. A lot of times shows roll into town. This is no shade at anybody, but I'm just trying to sell a show. They roll into town and maybe they've got a couch or an end table,
Mhm.
but never necessarily a full set. So
Yeah.
we're bringing you guys a full set. We're bringing you guys an incredible full band. incredible.
Oh,
Shout out to our musical director. His name is D Hill, who happens to be the musical director for Chrisette Michelle. And he is coming to do his thing with the rest of the amazing band. So we're just kind of trying to give you guys the best we got.
Got
Right? We're trying to give you guys the same show we served up over here
that's what's
at
up.
the Encore.
That's what's up, man.
Maybe better. Maybe even better.
Hey,
Yeah.
you got to come with it when you come to Jackson, Mississippi.
Hey,
Understand?
don't I know? I told you I got some friends over there.
Listen, you know, that's a very interesting reference you made in regards to Marla Gibbs and George Jefferson and Gina and Martin. I never even thought about that. But the show was not, I've watched a couple episodes of the Jeffersons where Marla Gibbs wasn't on it, and it didn't give the same pop as when she was on there giving him pure hell.
Man, first of all, Marla Gibbs is a genius. Genius. And when we started the Encore 5 years ago, you got to remember that the pandemic dropped smack dab in the middle of that, right?
Yeah.
And ironically, Marla Gibbs was one of the people who, during that time, made videos. And, you know, video drop. She made a whole video drop and said, hey, support the Encore in Birmingham. And I'm proud of the work that they're doing. And so we've been fortunate enough to be loved on by the great Marla Gibbs, y'all. So I just thought I'd throw that shameless plug.
I am a Marla fan, so therefore you have just, you know, moved up on my list of people, okay?
The other cool thing about this show is, other than the fact that we just did it here at Encore, it's never been produced before. So it's a brand new show for me, because the show that I was doing prior to this was a show called Grown Man Issues. Look it up when you get a chance. And the only reason why I say look it up is because I want to make sure you know the quality of show that we're bringing. Because oftentimes people tend to get discouraged when they don't see what is perceived as national names on the show. But just absolutely go check it out. We just did, the show was called Grown Man Issues. It starred Claudia Jordan, and it starred Brian White, and it actually starred Latasha Scott from Escape just around this time last year. So we get a chance, Google it. But I'm saying that because I don't want people looking at this flyer saying, who is this joker? So I'm trying to make sure that in this short amount of time, I can drop my receipts.
So I got receipts.
Bringing you an exquisite show. Yeah.
You know, this is a pleasure having you here, and I want to tell people out there that are watching now all over the world that if you look at the
all over the world, don't brush over that. All over the world.
Hey, what the shirt say? Stay applying pressure.
All over the world. Europe, Asia, all over the world.
Listen, that if you look at the quality of this man's camera on your screen, you know he ain't playing with y'all. He's coming with the heat, okay? He's turning up for the one time.
Hey, we got to start saying, I said, man, what kind of camera this dude got?
We'll talk after the show, because our fans need to see us like they seeing you.
I hear you. I think everything that I've seen about Hello Black Man is top notch. And I think it is second to none. And I was excited when I had the opportunity to go look up the work that you guys are doing to even be considered, because people don't have to be nice to you. And anytime anybody does in this day and age, I want to make sure that they know that I'm grateful. So thank you for even mentioning my name on Hello Black Man. You know, my prayer is always that anything anybody does for me, it doesn't necessarily have to be monetary, but I always see every action as a seed. And so my prayer is that with that same matter of exposure that you guys are bringing to Marc Raby, that God will send that same matter of exposure to Hello Black Man, because y'all doing it. You know, you guys are funny, you are articulate, you are creative. Like I think the best is yet to come. So if me and my God got anything to say about it, the best is yet to come for you.
We receive.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. What was the first stage play you ever saw?
Oh, dang, girl, that's a good one. That's a good one.
At least I ain't in your business.
I am a huge fan of what we are, especially on the the urban black theater circuit called the Greats or the Godfathers of theater, because even before anybody knew anything about a Tyler Perry, there was Shelley Garrett, and there was Michael Matthews, and Shelley Garrett is who we get the movies Barbershop and Beauty Shop from. In fact, he passed maybe I'm going to say 3-4 years ago. Beauty Shop, prior to his passing, was the longest running urban stage play in the history of black theater. But we really don't, give props to this man who really laid the foundation as early as the early 80s and forward. And it's those playwrights that inspired the genius billionaire Tyler Perry, and then there are the TJ Hemphills and the list goes on and on. So the first show that I actually saw, there was a series of plays. I don't know if they came through Jackson, y'all, but there was a series of plays that all started with Mama. It was like, Mama, I'm sorry. Mama, I'm sorry too. Mama, I want to sing. So those shows, Birmingham was on the stop. Yeah, on the Mama, I want to sing, the longest running off-Broadway black production there is, which birthed or included careers like Lynn Whitfield, and the list goes on and on. Believe it or not, some of the biggest black stars that we are in love with started on the urban theater circuit. So this good training ground, because you just said it a minute ago, you got to come with it when you come to Jackson, right? And so that's universal.
Yeah, agreed.
Because black people are so brilliantly gifted and talented. Like just the things that we're able to do vocally and artistically and creatively. So it's like trying to preach to the choir. Because it's nothing for you to be in the middle of a show in the city and there's a sister sitting in the audience who's singing your song better than you singing it, And so this is that training ground where you got to be like, you better not let them take your song,
Yeah.
It's good training ground. So it was those productions that were the ones that there was a show called Be Careful What You Pray For. Just a whole list, y'all, of shows that sparked. In fact, that show included Mary. They were teenagers at the time. In the show, I remember very vividly one of the Mary sisters laying over a casket, wailing like nobody's business because she mistreated her mother, and now her mom was gone. It was a scene that stayed with me. I remember sitting in the audience at the Alabama Theater and watching this girl who was sitting a few rows over, hugging her mama's neck tightly and profusely apologizing, literally saying what was the title of the show, I'm sorry, wanting to do better. And the show impacted such an emotion in the people in the seats. I said, I want to do that. That right there.
Yeah.
I want to be able to do that. I want people to come see what we do and want to be better people. Guess what?
Impactful.
And not everybody want to be preached to.
No.
So what we do is we generate this unique brand of theater to make a point, to give a message, and you don't even know what you've been hit with by the time you walk out the door, because it's just smooth like that.
Yeah.
We're going to kind of drop in your business. We're not going to keep you on here all night because we appreciate your time very much. So, again, guys, we are here talking to Marc Raby. I want to say Rabbi so bad. I don't know why. He has a play coming to town, Ladies Night, the stage play, April 22nd, Alamo Theater. It does not have a time on here, but we will get all that information.
6:30.
6:30. Okay.
6:30.
All right. ladiesnight.com, ladiesnightshow.com.
And so ladiesnightplay.com.
Ladiesnightplay.com. We will be posting that for the remainder of the week. We will be also sponsoring 2 tickets. We will put all the information in the comments so you guys can, if you catch this on the replay, we're going to get to know Mr. Raby.
You know what? Just because of my syndication slip up, I'm gonna take Raby. I'm gonna take Rabbi.
It's okay, and not everybody knows.
I'm gonna take it, but just in case the people watching it didn't know, this is Hello Black Man, the internationally syndicated podcast that you never knew that you needed. That's what you're watching.
And listen, I want to say that you said you're the only black
Theater, black
Theater
owned theater,
in
Alabama.
Mobile, Alabama. Alabama, when we hear Alabama as a people, you know what people think. Don't we turn
No,
it?
what? No, what do they think?
They think Mississippi.
That was pretty clear, wasn't it? That was pretty clear. That was pretty clear.
How far have you gone with your show? Tell me, like, just like,
Geographic.
Yeah, where are you taking your farthest show?
This show just started.
Okay.
So you guys are only the second city that we're playing with this show. But over the years, of course, obviously, my career has taken me all over this wonderful country. Maybe not as far as Hello Black Man.
It's okay. You'll get there.
But a few places.
Okay. So what is your farthest place you've been? How about that?
Start over. What'd you say?
What's the farthest place you've been? You personally.
What a really great question. What's the furthest show we've taken out? Oh, that's good.
We can come back to it.
Maybe the Midwest.
Okay.
Maybe the Midwest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I'm not geographically inclined.
Now you got to do better. Now
North,
you got to do better.
Eat shredded
Oklahoma
wheat. Okay.
You got to do better.
It ain't never eat shredded wheat. That is
Texas, Oklahoma,
and out of all of the places that I've gone, it won't be nothing like Jackson.
Nothing.
It won't be nothing like Jackson.
I guarantee you
that, my friend, you can rest assured.
Assure you that. Okay,
hey,
so
listen, in my time over there in Jackson, one thing I loved about the scene is you guys are a tough act to follow. One thing about Jackson, the flyers are always killing. Like y'all got swag out of this world promotionally. Every time I look up, y'all got a grade A top-notch fashion show going on over there. Like y'all got that situation on lock. Y'all are clever. I've watched clubs across the country mimic things that you guys have launched right there in Jackson, Mississippi. There is a brilliant graphic designer in your city. His name is Rob Benson. Brilliant graphic designer in your city. That designers all over. I say this because I'm a designer, but designers all, and I ain't talking about Canva either. This is how I pay the bills.
I just got off of Canva.
But there are designers all over the country who are mimicking or parroting their style of design after what he does, because the brother really is second to none, right? So shout out to Rob Benson, who I don't know him personally, but I'm just telling. And then we think about even the trends that are being set on the photography scene, because I think Mr. Sterling is from your area as well. Like you guys share in being the heartbeat of Black culture right now. And I don't even know if y'all even know it, but like Jackson is showing out and y'all don't even know it.
We know.
Don't even know it.
Listen, we can name you 100 more people. We got Rita Brent. We got in comedy. We got Jason Boland and
Rita Brent.
You know, we got people all over the world who are making Jackson, making Mississippi proud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's a beautiful thing, man. And so I'm excited about coming there, because what I hope to do is, usually we put a show up here and it runs for a couple of weeks and then we have to put it to rest and move on to the next thing. I think it would be beautiful if we could incubate some kind of situation where when the show closes here, we can bring it over there. And like, cause I ain't trying to brag, but that Still Magnolia show we just did was killer. So
it was. I actually did a Still Magnolia monologue one time.
What did you do?
A Still Magnolia monologue.
I bet you tore it up because you international. Not everybody can do that.
So, anyways, moving right along. We do have a journal line. This is what Hello Black Man is all about.
All right.
It's about transparency and communication. So we've gotten to know you a little bit, but we're going to dig just a little deeper with one question from the journal, because we've already had you here long enough. And
hey, man, I'd love to have those journals in our gift shop here at the theater as well. And I don't know what you guys do live wise, but know that the doors of the Encore are always open to you. So keep that in mind. But go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead.
We appreciate that.
No doubt.
We're always trying to get
we ready to work
into venues and stores and stuff. So we'll definitely stay tapped in. I got all your information. We're going to be sending you merchandise and stuff. So
we'll chop it up before I leave Jackson too, because obviously you'll be at the show.
Obviously, clearly, where else would we be?
Right.
What do we have to do Saturday night? I don't think be at ladies' night. So, what I'm going to ask you, give me a number between 1 and 52.
1 and 52, 36.
36. Why 36?
I have no idea.
Never
I don't
chosen that
think
number.
I was thinking the same thing, like 36. Like,
36.
what is the 36 question?
I have no idea.
This is a good question, too.
Okay.
It says, hello, Black man. What principles and values would you instill in your children? How do they differ from or align with the ones your parents instilled in you?
Ooh. Ooh.
I know, right?
Wow.
It's intense.
I have always believed that your word is all you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then as I've grown and matured, I have added to that by saying that my gift is all I have. You know how scripture says that your gift will make room for you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so what I always tell the girls that they always have the means to thrive, not just survive, but to thrive.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you care about your character, you care about your gift, you'll always be okay. Because people will make room for you just because your character is what it needs to be. You know, there will be people who will see you struggling, and they'll see, oh, but he honest. They'll see you struggling, but he's a man of his word. They'll see you struggling, and but when he had, he gave. And those are the things that sometimes are the only resource you'll have. That's it. Just that your character was what it needed to be, and that you operated in excellence when it came down to your gift. If those two things are always at the forefront of your priority, to make sure that you are a person of great character and that you are a person who takes great pride in your work, you'll never see a broke day. And that's what I tell them all the time. And I wish I could take credit for that, but I stole it from my mama. But I just decorated, so sort of sound like, I want to sound, like
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, like I said, put a little gravy on it. I was
Just a little.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So would you change anything about, what your parents instill in you? Or are you completely aligned with the way that they taught you?
One thing, let me clean it up real good. Both of them are going on to the Lord. So I probably wouldn't be so brave as to answer this question, but they definitely have living, breathing siblings. So
who might catch this, because we everywhere.
I do think that they both had very big hearts, and I think that they were very kind, very giving people. But one thing that I don't think that they knew how to do was to say no. And so as a result of that, being the kid, you watch them suffer in silence due to being mishandled by people who were always drinking from the cup, but never replenishing it. And so I want to be dishonest, because my friends are going to eat me up in these comments. They're going to say, stop lying. But I am just getting to a place where I am learning how to say no. Learning how to protect my peace, learning how to not overextend myself. Because the truth of the matter is, y'all, if I'm gone, I'm no good to anybody.
That's it.
There is a lot. Oh God, I don't know if I can. That might be a spoiler alert. So let me see how I can tell. There's a line in the play where someone says,
something to the effect of,
"Do you really think you can live without me?"
They part.
And the response is, if I take you out, everybody will be living without you.
Hello. Hello, somebody.
So as my mama would say, consider the whole matter. Don't worry about me. You need to worry about the bigger picture, the bigger issue.
Picture. Hey.
Yeah.
That's fire right there.
That is. So last question, and then we're gonna let you, tell the people again who you are and what you got coming up.
Okay.
So last question is, this is a takeaway from what we were just talking about, what you instill in your kids. Are you a move out at 18 parent, or stay here as long as you need to parent?
Your kids are watching. Just letting you know.
I have girls. So one thing they know is they can always come home. Because
Okay.
what I would rather them know is that I am always here and they never find themselves being a victim or the prey of somebody who thinks that they can exploit their security. So I
Yes.
want to make sure that they know that all the security that you need is over here. On,
Yes.
over here. You will never
Yeah.
be at the mercy of somebody who doesn't know how to value or appreciate you. So yeah, they can always come home. In
Okay.
fact, my oldest that graduates in a few weeks
Mhm.
actually told her business professor, and they were baffled about it. They asked, what's your plan upon graduation?" And she said to go home.
They're like, what? What?
You know,
Yeah,
I think that's a debate that we always, see,
Mhm.
yeah.
are we our parents? Are we, hey, 17, 18, leave, don't come back here, or are we stay as long as you want? And do
So
we,
what do y'all say? What do y'all say? What do y'all say?
so I don't even know your opinion on this. I kind of do know it,
Yeah.
but I don't really know it. But I'm more of I don't want you to feel like you can come home because there may not be a home for you to come to. I would rather you have the maturity to thrive and get it how you live than
I
to
hear you.
depend on me being here when I may not be here one day. That's my.
Oh wow, it's sad, but it's true.
It's true. It's so true. And I know because I know people, who don't have parents, So
Yeah.
what are you going to do if I'm not here for you to fall back on? I want you to be
Mhm.
able to survive by any means necessary. Now, I'm
Mhm.
not saying you can't come home if I'm here, but I would prefer you learn to live on your own.
I'm a bonus dad to a young lady, and I have a daughter of my own, and
Mhm.
I, I'm door open. Like, come on,
Mhm.
baby, come on here.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not worried. Just come on.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
probably a little harder on the guys, like, hey, wait a
yeah,
minute, where
yes,
I can
yes,
meet you somewhere. What you need? Like, where
yes,
are you? Let me meet you uptown. You need this? Let's get your tire going by your bed. You ain't got to sleep here all night. You need a
yes.
hotel room. I put you up for 2 days. You can figure it out. Just sleep it
Wait a
all.
minute.
Yeah.
But what's crazy about that is this is what's really crazy, and I didn't realize it until this very moment. We have two different sets of children because this is a second marriage relationship.
Hmm.
And so I have kids from my previous marriage. We don't have any
Hmm.
together. He has kids from a previous marriage.
Hmm.
And you can tell the mentality based on the sets of kids because my children, not saying that his children are not, thriving, but they are more so dad.
Daddy,
And my children
you
are
have
like,
girl. You have to expect that though.
yeah, well, he has a boy and he has two girls, and I have two boys and a girl. And my
Okay.
kids, they're like, they got jobs, they working 16, 17. They got their license. They don't turn back.
Yeah.
They don't look back.
Yeah.
They're like, if they need to get something done. My daughter, she making all of her own appointments. She's 16 years old. She don't ask me to do nothing. She'll ask me for nothing.
Yeah.
And like that is the mentality that I have instilled in them. And I don't know where that comes from. It's
Well, he's
probably
gonna wreck all of that. He's
he
gonna wreck all that
tries.
because
He
he's
tries.
gonna be whispering in their ear.
He tries so hard.
What you need, babe? What you need? What you
See,
need?
they know, like they'll call him before they call
They
me.
will.
Because
They will.
no, I'm gonna be like,
Her son will
figure it
call
out.
me, Mr. James. Here you go, boy.
Figure it out.
Okay, here, get something to eat. Go ahead.
But you know what? That's a whole nother show. We
Love it.
appreciate and
I
value
love
your
it. Hey
time.
man, and obviously I can give you like 10,000 more commentaries on that topic alone. But can I tell you the beautiful thing about you two is that now you get the opportunity to be a reminder to those folks who have given up on love and relationships that you can start over and begin again. And y'all kind of borrowed a page from Ladies Night, so that's why people need to come
Yes.
and see
Come out.
Ladies Night.
They got to. Listen, if y'all don't do nothing more than come out and see a Hello
Come
Black
see
Man.
it. Come listen, and don't come expecting it to be anything deep.
Okay.
Like
That's a good
just
point.
come expecting to have a great
Good
year.
Good time.
Um,
Yeah.
and that you are going to sing along. There's no way you can watch this show and not sing along and rap along. It just ain't gonna happen. There's just like, it's impossible to not get engrossed in the good time that these wonderful people are having on stage. And hopefully we'll have wonderful people in the seats
Oh
to
yeah.
to have on stage. And
We'll
so
be pushing. Yeah,
why
guaranteed we will be pushing.
somebody said, why are you coming to Jackson? I did get asked that question. Why are you coming to Jackson?
That's a good question.
And I am going to Jackson because there are markets that often get overlooked, right?
Mhm,
And
mhm.
those markets get overlooked because especially southern cities, and Birmingham is guilty of it too. In the past, people have been so last minute buying tickets that promoters are afraid to bring things
to show.
into the markets because the risk, right? And so the public then gets afraid to buy tickets in advance because they're so accustomed to promoters canceling shows because we don't want to go buy tickets in advance. And the one thing that I told my business manager this past weekend, I'm coming to Jackson with the attitude of God said it, I believe it, and that settles it, that I needed to go to Jackson. I don't know what the reason is for why I need to go to Jackson, but I can guarantee you I'm not coming for monetary reasons, because if I told you what these tickets look like, you'd be like, you sure you coming? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm coming because I am going to be obedient, and I'm going to come, and I'm going to give those in those seats the best show I possibly can. And guess what? The next time I come, people won't sleep because they'll be like, oh, you can't miss it because it was ... You know what I mean? So I just want to say that I'm coming.
All right. He coming. He said he coming. Deion Sanders, he coming. And if you hadn't figured it out by now, wherever we go, we plan to have a good time. We gonna have a good time.
No,
we gonna make a good time.
We coming having a good time.
Put your comfortable shoes on. Put your comfortable shoes on. You know, treat it like it's a sneaker ball. Get live, but watch your feet. Ladiesnightplay.com. Ladiesnightplay.com.
Ladies Night Play. It's in the comments. You guys, please come through this Saturday, right? That's right. Because Sunday is church. Okay. This Saturday, y'all come through 6:30. We will be promoting all week, and we will be giving away
tickets. All week.
Y'all share this, and then we'll let y'all know if y'all want tickets or not. Okay.
We appreciate it real big. Shout out to Ty for making this connection.
She did.
Thank y'all. Just thank you.
You're welcome. Who it is?
My little brother. My little brother. Lord.
My brother in the comments. He out here. Destiny King. She out here. We got people in the comments.
Not out here.
They out here. They all over the world.
You international, baby.
Savannah say, okay, with the full set. They coming. So we will be pulling up, and we thank you again for your time. And we will be pushing this all week. And we are definitely going to connect. If you need us anytime before the show this Saturday.
Listen, I want to see Hello Black Man have a real presence at this show this weekend. And so, like, if that means you got to drag that banner at the door and drop it in the lobby and make sure that people drag it at the door. If we need to orchestrate some empowerment for the wonderful Black men who don't get to have the kind of dialogue y'all have on Hello Black Man, let's find a date and let's do it here at Encore. Why am I saying that? Because I am only successful as I treat my character and my gift. And so you ought to be able to go back and say, well, if I can't go to nowhere else, I can go to Encore Theater and Gallery in Birmingham, Alabama, because on a recorded broadcast with the international world watching, he said at the
y'all remember
and he's a man.
And he's a man of his word. That's what he said. He said he was a man of his word. I remember that.
And my children are watching this broadcast. So
So your word is law. We are approving it. We are receiving it. We are accepting it. And again, we thank you. We will be seeing you soon. Okay, call us. You're so very welcome.
Appreciate
you have
it,
a
Mark.
good night.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one. You too. Oh, dopeness.
It is.
Yeah, I enjoyed that very much so. We are so glad. Thank you, Ty Patterson, if you're out there watching, for the connection.
No
you guys
doubt.
Come out this Saturday to this stage play. And before we get out of here, we're just going to recap our week because it was a hellacious week.
Hold on now. Don't say they hellacious.
Oh, my.
Who are that?
We had a 70th birthday
They're
party.
my daddy. They're my daddy.
We had a tattoo. That's the same picture. Okay. Y'all,
wait a minute.
I got these pictures up here for a reason. Look at Mr. Herbert's pose. That's a pose. I don't want y'all to be looking nowhere. He is posing like that. And I was like, Pop, put your head down a little bit. Then he put it down to his chest. People don't, when you say put your head down a little bit, they never listen to you.
What my daddy doing right here?
Wait, look at Jamie head. It's the same pose. Like, what are y'all doing? Why y'all got your knees like
me and my daddy alone.
I did a 5K. Got to see Rob J.
Okay, Rob. Okay, Big Luke.
this
Okay,
Saturday,
Big New.
at the university. It will remain unnamed. But y'all, look at his post. That's a pose. Same pose. Okay. I'm sorry. I just had to, when I saw it, I just had to show it. But we've had, I say hellacious, but not in a bad way.
I'm not sure that is as funny as you think it is.
It is hilarious. What is this? What are y'all looking at? Looking to the heavens. I got it. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. If you're watching, if you're catching this on a replay, be sure to share this podcast because we will be giving out 2 tickets to the stage play Ladies Night. It will be at the Alamo this Saturday at 6:30 p.m.
I'm there.
I know, right?
I'm there.
Let's go. We
don't play.
You want to go to the boat, but this seems like it's more fun.
Hey, I'm locked in. Ain't no switching up.
Y'all like to go to the boat? Anybody out there? Big gamblers? I got a big gambler right here.
I'm not no big gambler.
I can't tell.
I just, man, get out of here.
What? You just what?
I hadn't done it in a while, and I was just like, you know what? What would be different? My eyes still messed up.
Yes.
Don't tell them. Okay. The camera. All right. I'm gonna show them. Okay.
Go ahead, show them because they may think I'm beating you up. Go on now.
Where's my boy?
He sleep.
Where my dog at?
He sleep. So, anyways, because it's later over there. It's 10 o'clock there.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tag him in this.
Okay. I'm gonna send him a picture. Yeah. We are getting out of here because we got things to do.
Life.
People to see, places to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for the supporting
games to play.
The support that you all have. I'll say continue to level up. It is seen, noted, and appreciated. The shares, just sharing somebody's stuff these days, it means a lot to content creators. So we thank you. We appreciate you. The opportunity at the Jackson Tattoo and Art Fest being sponsored there. Phenomenal vendors, phenomenal people coming out and tapping in there. So that was dope. Marc Raby, just continue to tap in with great people doing great things.
Yes, that was very dope. I can't wait to meet him and work with him in the future. So
right, we're going to Johnny T. You already know that. We're going to Johnny T. We going to Johnny T. Get your minds. We going to Johnny T. Johnny T. Shout out Johnny T.
Money.
What I'm gonna get from Johnny T. What I'm gonna get.
We'll think about it later. Okay, guys. Good night. Thank y'all for joining in. We will catch y'all on the rebound.
Peace out.
Good night.
Can people still say peace out? Peace out.